The Greeks believed that the many gods they worshipped could strongly influence daily life. Although most Greeks held similar religious beliefs, there was no single Greek religion. Each city-state worshipped its own gods. Officials in each polis were in charge of public feasts and sacrifices. In their own homes, heads of families prayed and offered sacrifices to the gods. Greek priests and priestesses often served as oracles, or persons who, it was believed, could speak with the gods. Many Greeks went to oracles for advice. The advice was generally given in the form of a prophecy or a statement of what might happen in the future. Often, a prophecy could mean more than one thing. The person seeking advice had to decide what he or she believed to be the true meaning of the prophecy. There were hundreds of Greek gods. According to Greek belief, the top 12 gods were the Olympians, or the ones who lived in luxury on Mount Olympus, the highest mountain in Greece. Each had specific duties to carry out. A holy day, celebrated with colorful and noisy public festivals, was dedicated to each god and goddess. These special days involved great processions, offerings, poetry recitals, and competitive sports, including the original Olympic Games. For private worship, most Greek homes had small altars where people would pray to the gods. Most ancient peoples feared their gods. They believed that people were put on earth only to obey and serve the gods. The Greeks were the first people to feel differently. They placed importance on the worth of the individual. Because they believed in their own value, the Greeks had a great deal of self-respect. This allowed them to approach their gods with dignity. Greek gods played an important role in ancient Greece. The gods were considered immortal. Greeks believed they ate sweet ambrosia and drank nectar to bring them long life. The Greeks believed that unhappy gods showed their displeasure by causing problems in people's lives. Greeks obtained the gods' help by leaving offerings outside temples, the gods' earthly homes. Temples were usually impressive stone buildings housing a statue of the god. A city's biggest temple was dedicated to its patron god, who protected it. The Greeks had a close relationship with their gods, who often got involved in human affairs. This is how Greek religion blended with mythology, a collection of stories that explained events, beliefs, or actions. In Greek myths, the gods, kings, heroes, and ordinary people had amazing adventures together. The gods often rewarded or punished humans for their deeds. These stories were written down to form a group of exciting tales that are still popular today. The Greeks built temples to honor their gods. Inside each temple stood a statue of the god being honored. In front of the statue was an altar. Because the Greeks believed the temple was the god's home, they did not enter it. They worshipped outside as a sign of respect. Another way the Greeks honored their gods was with different kinds of festivals. Each showed the power of the god in whose honor it was given. Out of the festivals came two important contributions to Western culture. These were the Olympic Games and theater.